We should get going. Thanks for being here this morning. I will put us on mute. Today is a whole lot about legs. We will use one dumbbell in all of the exercises. Probably something that you have that's heaviest versus lighter. I have a 10 and a 15 set out for myself. I'm also going to show you an option with 2 in case you'd rather stay equal balanced in both hands. Come find your yoga mat. Stand at the back of your mat. As you stand at the back of the mat, bring your palms together in front of the chest. Give yourself an offering for this practice. Healthy, full movement. Take in a few breaths. And on the next breath, lift the arms up to the sky, look up. Exhale, fold forward, touch fingertips to the ground, and then walk your hands out until you're in downward facing dog. Here in down dog, pedal out your feet a little back and forth, shake your head. And then come forward to plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower down for 2 and back up for 2. Do 3 more push-ups, straight down and up, squeezing the glutes. Push back through your heels here. Push-ups on toes or knees. Everyone, downward facing dog. Take your right hand, reach under the body to hold on to your left ankle and do a little twist under. Set the right hand down, pick up the left hand, do a little twist under the body. Set the left hand down. Look to your hands and step or even jump both feet to the front so that you come up into a mid squat, hands at prayer hands. Lower the hands back down, step or jump the feet to plank. Go to downward facing dog and walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Stand up, reach the arms to the sky. So we're using this big full body movement here. A few repetitions to get us warmed up, ready to go. From down dog, pedal out your feet. Come forward to plank. You've got 4 more push-ups here, down and up. Hands can stay wide with the elbows out to the side to get this more into the chest. Our yoga push-ups, if you will. Elbows stay close in, going straight back for the tricep push-up. All right, from the push-ups, go back to dog pose. Right hand reaches under the body for the twist. Set it back down. Left hand under the body for the twist. Set it back down. Squat. It's a step or jump to the front of the mat, halfway up, but about as high as the knees. Hands back down, step or jump back. Down dog. Walk it back, hands to your feet. Lift up. We got 1 more of these today to get us going. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it out. Find plank. Since most of the workout is focused on legs, I thought we'd make sure we get in these push-ups here. 0 to 4 push-ups. You could hold plank. Back to down dog. Take the twist underneath, right hand to the left foot. And down, left hand to the right foot, and down. Step or jump for the squat. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the feet. Inhale, stand all the way up, lift the arms to the sky. Take the hands back to the center. Hold hands to center, down by the side, or over the chest and belly, just noticing already a little lift in the heart rate, warmth throughout the body. Take in a few breaths. Come to stand in the center of your mat with your feet about outer hip distance apart. I'm going to try all of the exercises with no weights first as a piece of the warm-up, and then we'll find the weights that we want. I'm going to pretend right now that I have one weight in my left hand and step the left foot behind the right in a curtsy squat, down and up. Step the foot back out. Same leg goes out and back. Nice and slow here. Think about 2 counts down, 2 counts back out to the side. The point of doing this with one weight today will be that we're activating the core a little more strongly with the counterbalance. It's having to constantly adjust. There is an option to take a smaller weight in each hand and to let that be more balanced for you. Try it on the second leg. Slow it down here, get pretty deep. So my back knee goes all the way down towards lower calf each time you step back. Front knee still over the second and third toes. If you glance back at your back foot, it should be doing the same thing. So we want to find good form. The second exercise then comes into warrior 3. If you're standing on just one leg, take a little bend in both knees and then straighten out the back leg, and we'll tip down and up. Drive the hips forward each time that you come upright. Again, I've got that one dumbbell working down and up and counterbalance. Give it a go 3 or 4 times on this first leg, and then switch over. Notice that I've got a little bend in my standing leg. Make sure you've got some bend behind the knee. We're looking for a long spine. Back leg straight as well. Tone the glute. All right, let's give this first set a go. Pick up the heavy thing that you want to use. I'm going for the big boy today at 15. We'll put these two together in a little bit of a combination. So you want to set up your mat in a way that that's going to work for you. With the dumbbell in your left hand, the right hand out for a bit of counterbalance. Feet about as wide as the short side of your mat. Take the left foot and step back and back out to the side. Go for 2 and out. That's it, folks. Let's do this. Chest up. Breath with us the whole time. About 4 more right here on this side. Body starts to adjust since we're not shifting the weight from side to side right now. 1 more here. Then switch the weight to the other hand. Core has to adjust, and we go 1 and together. Step it back and out. For 3 and out. Looking good. 4 and out. 5, 6, 7. 1 more right here for 8. Putting these 2 moves together, you go back, dumbbell into the first side. Take 1 curtsy squat and into your warrior 3. Come up. Same leg, 1 curtsy squat into warrior 3 and up. curtsy squat, warrior three, and up. One more time here, curtsy, and warrior three. Switch again, dumbbell goes into the other hand. 4 here, step back, balance on 2 feet, and then lift for warrior three, and down. Curtsy, step, warrior three, the torso comes forward, the weight dragging you through, and upright. 4 times here on this side. Starting to play with weight and balance. Maybe that back foot stays off the ground in between. Switch the hands. Just your warrior three. So weight on the right leg, left toes right back behind you. This can certainly be done with a dumbbell in each hand. A little more balance that way, or none at all. Yeah? Take a little bend in the front knee, and we're slowing it down now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand. 2, 3, 4. Go down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. 2, 3, 4. Do your best to keep the hips square the entire time. That back foot can float the entire time for a little extra challenge. We've got one more here. We're going down slow and up slow. Switch your legs. Find your balance point. Find your gaze. Ready? Let's do it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. As much as you're lowering your torso, lift from your inner back thigh like a pendulum, going down and up. We've got 2 more here. Where is your breath? Exhale. Woo. Exhale as you stand up. Set down the weight safely for a moment. Bend both knees. Set it out to the side. Round 1, good to go. Let's try the second round. First with no weights. Take a nice wide stance on your yoga mat. Turn your toes straight ahead rather than out. Imagine you're holding on to something heavy right in between your hands with arms extended. Hip hinge here. So we're getting a nice long stretch through the hamstrings as you lower over. And then push through your feet to come back upright. Go down. Luna's sitting right under the camera here that you guys can't see, but she's giving me big thumbs up on this move. She likes it. Down and up. I think we know where that one's going. Turn the toes out here. You're still holding on to that heavy object, and we've got goddess squat with a pulse. We're going to stay down here at the bottom of the squat for 8, 7, 6, 5. Think torso upright, tailbone straight down to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. All right, so that means we know where we're going. Pick your heavy thing again. This time it gets to be balanced because you're going to hold both sides. Hip hinge is first, so toes straight ahead here rather than turned out. Squeeze in the glutes big time. As you extend down and forward like we did in Warrior 3, you're going to stop about mid-calf and then come right back up. Keep the dumbbell very close to the body so that if your legs had been together, they would literally just be brushing straight up and down the front of the shins. You can find a rhythm that works for you. Pretty slow though here. The target here is to strengthen and stretch the back of the leg, the hamstrings in particular. And we want that muscle group to be felt in the middle of the back thighs, not necessarily at the butt, definitely not a tinge in the knees. If you feel it in the knees, just bend the knees a little bit. If you feel it in the low back, try taking this not as low. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. It goes down, 2 and up, 2. Down, 2 and up, 2. We're here, down, 2 and up, 2. Little thrust of the hips forward each time. 2 more like this. Looking good, folks. Keep it going. Come upright, stay there. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees. Find your low point in the squat. Think shoulders still up and back. If you're looking to get a little bit more into the upper body, you can add in a curl here while we're at the bottom. And I want you to pulse nice and low in the legs. We're staying down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the weight out of the curl if you're doing so. Come back upright. Now let's curl as we go down into the goddess squat. So it looks like 1, 2, and up, 2, down, 2, and up, 2. We've got 8 here. And up, down, and up. Good. Down and up. Changing out the rhythm, changing out the pace. Great way to kind of trick our body into those next levels. So here we are. We're 1 and 1. Keep it in dumbbell up or dumbbell down, but you're going down and up. 1 count, down and up. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add the 2 exercises together, meaning toes straight ahead. Hip hinge goes down, 2, 3, 4. You stand up, 2, 3, 4. Change the toes. Go to the bottom half of goddess squat and pulse. Stand back up. Toes straight ahead. Why am I changing the toes here? It works best on my body. You can try it out in different ways. Pulse at the bottom. If you can stay turned out, knees, hips, ankles still happy with you, more power to you. We're into the goddess squat, and then we're back to the hip hinge. One more time through each. Last goddess squat. Stand up. Bring your feet in. Set down your weight for a moment again. Take it out to the side. Okay, last series of exercises, a 2 exercise set here as well. I'm still going to stand on the long side of the yoga mat and imagine that I have a weight in one hand. Step out. So this is like Skandasana lunge if I'm talking yoga talk here. So just a lateral lunge out to the side. It likes to take the torso down and forward. So your job, even with the balance of a heavier thing in your hand, is going to be to keep your torso upright. And we'll do like we did in goddess squat, a little bit of pulse there. And we'll step in, switch the weight each time to go to the opposite side. Seems like a small thing, but as our body starts to get a little more tired, this is the third set of the exercises, switching from side to side, finding and coming back to that stability and balance each time in the middle is quite a lot. So we'll go side to side quite a number of times. And then we'll switch to a good old-fashioned lunge, front to back. Take a leg back and down. We know this pretty well. Step back, bend to 90-90, come back up. And we're doing this still, switching a weight from side to side. Okay? So let's pick our weight selection again. I have to go lighter than I did the first two exercises to be better to myself here. So find what works for you. Come to the long edge of your mat. Hold in your left hand. Step out right leg and pull slow. Step the right foot back to the left. Switch the weight. Step out and pull slow. We're not worrying about specific numbers here, just getting a feeling for the movement. Step together. First side. Chest up. Maybe even a little bit of a smile always helps. Take it out to the second side. And together. Okay, let's start to come together here. As you step out, you do one pulse. You come back in. Step out, one pulse, and back in. Step out, pulse, together. Step out, pulse, together. You've got this. Keep it going side to side. Switch the weight each time. Of course, if you opted for one dumbbell in each hand, it's coming to frame the knee each time. Let's do 4 more. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Change to find your lunge stance. Again, hold the weight in the left hand, a little bit in front of the left thigh. Keeping the right foot forward, you step left foot back, bend, come up, and together. We will keep it in the same hand to start with. So same side, back, lunge, up, and together. Back, down, up, together. One more at this pace. Now you can stay at this pace. Challenge, double it up. You're stepping back and down at the same time. If you're here with me, at this pace, we've got 4 more. Slower pace, it's 2 more. We've got 2, 3, and 4. Switch, reset. Left foot stays forward, step the right foot back, bend, up, and down. So again, changing the pace. Really great way to improve our fitness. So just because we can do the faster pace does not make it better. If you are picking up the pace, you've got 8 here. 8, 7, 6. Try to think 90-90. Step back far enough to get the front knee over the ankle the entire time. I'm off on my count. I'm going for 1 and last one right here. Change. Weight back to the first hand. We're going to combo these 2 moves together. Gets a little trickier, at least for me in my space. I'm just going to step to the front of the long side of my mat so that when I step back into the lunge, it still works. Kind of negotiate your space. We'll step out to the lateral lunge and do one pulse. Come back together. Switch to the second side. Back together. Now, left foot back, pulse, and in. So we're changing up again, pulse, and in. You go back to your lateral lunge with one pulse and in. Second side. Lunge straight back. Keep changing the weight, side to side. We've got two more in the combination. Out to the side and in, out to the side and in. Step back and in, step back and in. One more here, out to the side and in, to the side and in. It's back and together and back and together. Carefully set down the weight, always a little bend in the knees as you release. Come up to the front of the mat. One good news, weights are done for this practice. Lift up, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the head still lifted here as heart rate is lifted. Step it back to plank. Lower flat down to your yoga mat. Let's see cobra. And push back to child's pose. Let the back round here and release for about 5 breaths. We have about 15 minutes more of practice together. We've got a little more leg booty work. A little bit of cardio blast. And some stretch and release. Okay, come up to all fours. Let's go left leg first for this one today. You're gonna lift the left knee out to the side. Stretch the legs straight. Bend the knee back in and set it down. And we do this repeatedly. Out to the side, straight, in, and down. I always say fire hydrant pose here. Easy visual. Do your best to keep the hips square, knowing that they're not going to be able to fully stay square, but the work is there. Really good tone in the abdomen. It's always these movements that on the outside look simple, get and feel the deepest burn, right? One more at this pace. I want you to lift the leg out to the side and straighten it. And then like you're kicking back and forth, the leg stays out to the side. And we kick 8 more times. 8, 7, 6. Still square the hips. Balance the weight in the hands best you can. For 3, 2, oh goodness, 1, bring it in. Same leg, it's not done yet. Lift it up and back. Bend the knee. Point your toes like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Lift, 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 lift. Do it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are amazing. Take it down. Second side, second leg. I'm going to turn around, negotiate your space. Take the right knee out to the side. Extend. Bend the knee. Pull it in. Out to the side. Extend. Bend. Pull it in. Out. Keep going here. Positive self-talk. Go back to our February mantra, head up, heart open. We've got this, we can do it. One more like this, out to the side, kick, in and down. Okay, can we keep it out for 8 kicks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That burn is all of the work coming in together. Lift the legs straight out and back. Many will call this like a scorpion tail. You're stinging up to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thankful that is done. Downward facing dog. Stretch through. Look forward to your hands. Take your time to come all the way to the front of the mat. As you stand up, clear your space. Make sure you don't have any weights in the way for this 5 minutes of cardio blast. It's 5 different exercises. I'm just going to meld them all into one another. We start, we do our best, we stay in it. Stand at the back end of your mat. Like jumping jacks, you're in and out and going from the back of your mat to the front of your mat. Back and forth. A little bit of the I can never say that word. Awareness of where your body is in space here to go forward and back. Feet about as wide as the yoga mat the whole time. If you're taking this at a lower impact, it just looks like stepping out side to side. All of it gets us to where we need to be. Take the level that works best for you. Tone in the abdomen the whole time as we jump forward and back, forward and back. Do this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ollie shuffle. It's forward and back. And again, you can stay in one place. You want that sense of awareness, challenge in the body. You're going back and forth on your yoga mat. Legs are just shuffling straight forward and back. You can march this out, step with it. You could stay in one place and tap it back. All of these are great options. Stay with your Ollie shuffle. Looking good, keep it going, love it. Come up to the very front of the mat. You've got this for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on to our third exercise. Slow burpee. Slow it down. My husband and I do a program together. And every time the instructor says, slow burpee, he's like, no, that's fast. Find the pace that works for you. Might be her slow burpee. It's your fast one. Options in the burpee. A step back. One side at a time. find our work all together. Another option, a squat, tap back, in and up. Squat, tap back, in and up. Mix it up, but keep moving. Okay, y'all with me? Those big burpees. One more add-in. You're back in plank. Jump the knees towards the elbows. Knees to the elbows and back. It might look like 1 foot at a time. It might look like a jump with 1 foot at a time. Firecracker, 2 knees in. 2 knees in. Give me 5 more jumps. For 3, for 4, for 5. Hold your plank, hold your plank. Look forward rather than down. Plank and toes or knees is working for us here. Look a little forward. Slow the breath. Push back to child's pose. Last and final movement, lie down onto your back. Good morning stretch, arms overhead, feet long out in front. Lift your legs to the sky, lift your hands to touch your toes, and curl your shoulders and head off of the mat. This becomes our V-up. Open and close. You can do this lower in the body, or coming all the way high up. As I come up higher, I need a bend in the knees. Find your way with it. Staying lower, I usually do it as 2 separate movements. Arms and legs, then the crunch. Open. Give me 30 more seconds. All that you have. Breath moving, body moving. We're in this together. We've got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms and legs. Flip over back to your belly. If you have room, take the hands out to a T shape. If it's just one arm in your space, take one arm out. We're going to roll towards the extended arm. I've got my right arm out, so I'm rolling towards the right shoulder. And step your left foot up and back behind you. Always feels nice to me to really connect back to breath. Let it slow down by being super close to the mat. Come back to the center. Feel the weight of the belly in and out with the breath against your space. Second side, left arm out. Step the right foot back, or whichever your second side is. Come back to your center. Push back to child's pose. Okay, we're gonna need these. Bring the right foot forward to your lunge. Keep the back knee down, hands up to your front thigh, and just let the hips move a little down and forward. Body's gonna need it from all the lunge work. Take the hands out in front of you and round the back as if you're trying to do cat pose. Releasing the hamstrings again too. Kick your hips back, straighten the right leg, flex your foot, pull the toes back. Okay, come around to all fours. Take the other foot out in front. Walk the hands up to the front thigh. And again, hips a little down and forward. Still strong in the glutes here. Squeeze it in. Inner thighs, trying to hug in towards the midline. Take the arms out to the side. Look up towards the sky. And exhale, kick the hips back. Flex the foot. Okay, let's finish this out with a few rounds of cat and cow. When the mind is ready, take an upright seat. Sit back on your heels, or you can sit cross-legged. If you're like, no, I need to lay all the way back for a moment, that's fine too. This is the time of stillness. Find a seat, a position of stillness that allows you to stay very in tune with breath. I like to do a quick mental look back at the 45 minutes that just occurred. Applaud yourself for the ability, for the effort. Look quickly forward to how that can progress into more ease in your day ahead. And then bring yourself back, full present moment, just this breath. How does it feel right now? Triple B looks a little different from week to week. The point is to mix it up. And the point is always, though, that what we're doing helps to enhance and helps to give a little bit of extra towards the asana practice and other aspects of your fitness throughout the week. Bring your palms together, just bow the chin, giving thanks to yourself, those gathered this morning, those that will watch this on a recording, and full thanks to the practice itself. Much gratitude. Thank you all.